I just got back from Lowe's and I picked up a muley grass on clearance. It's beautiful. It's a pink muley grass, and I've been wanting some more ornamental grasses. They're really easy and they're really drought tolerant, and the way this year went with the drought, I'm figuring I need to add more drought tolerant plants. So the thing about grasses is a lot of times the growers will pop 3 into one container to make it look full. I hope you can see in there, but you can see 3 separate clumps. And the idea is you get instant impact by putting, you know, 3 together in one pot. But I have a triangle garden and I'd like to put some pink muley grass in each corner. So I'm going to take the plant that I bought and just separate those plants. And then I have to be a little bit more patient. They'll be small for a year or 2, but then I should really get the desired effect I want. And it will be a great deal because this was half price. And then if I use the 3 plants separately, that's probably about $3 a plant when you take into account taxes. So, you know, I don't know where else you can get a perennial for $3, but I'm pretty thrilled with this purchase. And let's get started. I'm just gonna kind of chop up the root ball and separate out the plants. I'm just gonna take the whole plant out. Oh, and I read on the internet that my wild rabbits should not eat this grass. I'm hoping that's true. If they start to munch on it, or if it looks like it's being eaten down to the ground, I'm going to go ahead and put it in pots, because ornamental grasses can be really pretty in pots as well. So let's get this out of the pot and I will separate the plants. I think that, you know, they've probably been rooted in here since they were planted. Let's see. Can you see there's 3 separate plants? And I love to buy perennials that have multiple plants, or even sometimes a shrub will have multiple plants. They wanna give you enough foliage for what they're charging. And I'm not actually dividing the grasses. I'm just separating out the 3 separate plants. So let's see what we can do here. I'm cutting it like a pie. I'm using my Japanese gardening knife. It's a hori-hori, and I'm using the serrated edge. It's a great thing to cut through roots. I'm just cutting it like a pie, guys, into 3 pieces. And then I think it should pull apart really easily. And this will not hurt these vigorous roots at all. And here we go. Each clump of grass came out with a nice set of roots. You can see they're very, very nice roots, well established. And I'm going to put one of each of these around my Japanese maple in the triangle garden, and I think I'm gonna like that very much. So this is gonna be a fall bloomer, and I think maybe because this is a new plant and it was also in a pot, it may not bloom this fall, but we'll see. I'll get it in the ground and maybe it'll be so happy it'll send up some flowers. But here are my 3 separate plants, very easily trimmed apart, and I think that is a great deal, guys. I was working around my little friends here. They're working over these marigold blooms. This is a lively garden over here on the side of my deck. When I'm planting things in this triangle garden, I'm really going for some symmetry. So that's why I wanted to plant them equidistant to each other and from the edge of the bed. So I'm hoping I got them in the right spot. I tried to plant them in a triangle in relation to the blood-good Japanese maple that is lost in the middle of the marigolds. So hopefully I'll have them in the right spot. If not, I can do a little adjustment in the spring. But fall is a great time to plant your perennials, especially September, because it gives them about 6 weeks to settle in before the cold weather comes along, at least here in my zone 6B, 7A in Maryland. So hopefully they'll get a nice root system going and come back and look glorious next spring. So I'm very excited about that. And like I said, I always look for plant pots that have multiple plants in them, and then you can just use them in the garden how you like. If I had wanted one big impact, I could have kept them together, but in this case I'm willing to have some patience to use them as the 3 separate plants that they are. So guys, I hope you're having fun in your garden and enjoying some nice fall weather and fall festivities. And I'm certainly having fun, and when you can find things on the clearance rack, that's even better. Thanks so much for watching.